What's up, leaders? Another day and another tournament. This tournament I was really excited for because I was finally off and I really wanted to go to it. So the team I'm using is the one I've been using for like the past two videos by now. Meteor Dragoon 760 level, Impact Drake 160 flat, Cobalt Dragoon 960 elevate. I like 960 way more than 560. I always hated 560, but I like it way more. And I got myself a new deck box. Royalty colors. Let's get straight into the video. And for people who want to support me, Mall Toys are doing a deal for you guys for 100%, one purchase only, and you can use Lost L 4856 as a code if you want to buy anything from them. And it's a really good store, so I really hope you guys come here and support. Thank you.
Alright, Bladers. So, first matchup, Meteor Dragoon versus Pegasus Blast. And of course, that Meteor Dragoon loves it when he sees a CX bag. Most of the time, there's just destabilize this by one hit, and Meteor Dragoons just eat that up right then and there. So I think that those are his best matchups in the game, and I just can't see anything else besides the CX Bay. And Meteor Dragoons just not much on it every single time he sees them. And I get the spin out right there. Next up, Impact Drake. Impact. I am trying to think maybe I should like take a different approach with him. I don't know what it is, but I just can't seem to understand him. I can't get to like make him work. I don't know if it's just me, if it's a skill issue, or I'm just like, Impact Drake is really just not that great. Of course, he's not particularly that great. I'm not gonna say that, but there's still a thing of just making him work, and I just can't figure it out. I try my best, and you know, I'm trying to use the Chrome deck, so it's like he don't have that many bays out. Like what? He got like Impact Drake, Cobalt Dragoon, Cobalt Drake, and Meteor Dragoon. So it's this or nothing. I mean, of course, I could use Cobalt Drake, and I'm considering doing it because Impact and me is not compatible. Here you see me, Cobalt Dragoon, trying to get the spin finish here, which I do. Lucky for me. So now up. You see in this tournament, I'm starting to throw out Impact Drake a lot more. So I will start doing this. I'll start doing the weakest of my deck out from now on, instead of just doing my, unless I really need to point or I know that he's going to go with something I can counter it with, the person whoever it is. Unless it's something like that, I'm going to throw out my weakest link every single time from now on, because I want them out the way. I don't want them to get into the way of me getting that one point that I might need later. And unfortunately here, Meteor Dragoon just went to the stream row and got streamed, unfortunately. Next matchup is me against a guy that I think I saw before in another tournament before. I don't play against him very often. Like I told you guys before, I am very scared of Golem Rock. Golem Rock is a bay that you cannot take lightly. This thing is super recoily to the point it could beat Wolf and Rod anytime it wants to. If it gets the good hits in, it could really beat both of them. So I'm just like, yeah, I gotta be very careful with this bay, because it could do anything, honestly. Attack, defense, stamina, or balance. It's a really good bay, and since it's so low to the center of the stadium, it can outspin a lot of things. So I recommend, if you ever want a bay that's not like meta, go with Golem Rock. It's a really good pick. Here, in fact, Drake does wonders here. I'm very surprised that he wants to finish me like that, but you know what it is? I think it's this holder launcher, which I'm very surprised people still use the black one. Nowadays, you can't really buy, you know, Excalibur, whatever his name is, I forgot his name. I think it's Excalibur. You can't buy him on, well, for me on Amazon. I don't know if you can still buy him on Base and Brick and Mall Toys, stuff like that. But unfortunately, like if you wanted the next day delivery, you can't buy on Amazon anymore because it's not there. So, but people either don't know or they just really like the way a holder launcher feels. That the holder launcher is just very, very bad. The black one, mind you, I heard they fixed it with the red one. The red one is fixed. Fortunately, Impact Drake goes down here and I lose to my spin finish. I'm really hoping here that I can close this game out, which Meteor Dragoon is scaring me here. But and if you do go out the stadium, it is not a reshoot. It's actually points. Some tournaments over here does like 2 points, some do 3 points, some do 1 point, and I'm actually okay with that. Cobalt Dragoon really does wonder there to take out Golem Rock for me. Next up, we have another matchup. Hobo Wyvern is streaming right then and there. Unfortunately, someone got in my way. I hit them, And instead of saying, can I get a reshoot, I mistake and said, I'm sorry for the kindness of my heart, which I should have said reshoot. That was my fault. But I said, who cares? Things happen. Let me just go to the next matchup. Impact rate. I do a drop launch with it, trying to get Kobo Dragoon out. I do get the pocket, but he jumps right back out, which is very unfortunate. Super unfortunate. But here, he's going to take the good spin finish here, and I was very proud of him for that. Trying to catch back up now. I'm trying to hopefully let Kobo Dragoon get the points for that I need for this matchup. So I line him up against Silverwolf too. Most of the time, Kobo Dragoon is winning this matchup. And I'm very, very excited for this because I'm like, okay, I can find a way to come back, but pocket. Of out of nowhere pocket. I don't know what's happening with that pocket. Next up, I'm going against a person that I don't think I ever met before either. And of course, they always throw out the CX base first. But lucky for me, I throw out Meteor Dragoon, which is a very, very good matchup for me. So I'm just bullying this thing around, trying to make it come destabilize, which it will do either way, but you know. And I just have to sit here and wait until the spins finish here because, you know, Pink is Black can't do anything to Meteor Dragoon. And I get it. Me and Impact Drake here. I'm trying to do tit launchers here, try to get away from Shark Scale because I do not want that thing near my ratchet. And I'm noticing that a lot of people are finally putting it on low orb or low flat, not low flat, I'm sorry, low rush. So I'm trying my hardest to make sure I don't like get sniped from my ratchet. I have to learn how to change my launch style up too, because people are launching to that B side like crazy nowadays. And I thought Wizard Rock was gonna stay in that pocket, the beautiful 160, going back out. But for some odd reason here, I don't know what's going on. Kobo Dragoon got destabilized easily. It's like the spin finish lost there. I don't know what was going on with that. Like I said before, I want to throw out my weakest link if the need call for it. And all day today, I felt as though I didn't really need to put my two best in front of Impact Drake, because every single situation I was in, it didn't really call for me to do something like that. So it was, and I didn't really get punished for this at all, this strategy, because the way Impact Drake was acting. And of course, it's other baits come to effect and things like that, and I gotta hope. But the way he was acting made me so confident that he wasn't gonna do anything crazy. Unfortunately here, I got a sub pocket relaunch. Lucky here they are doing relaunches still, because I think we're about to go into an era where we do Japan rules. If you don't hit a bed, that don't matter. If you hit, don't do no contact, no nothing, that still don't matter. The only thing that's going to matter of relaunch is air contact and a few other things, but other than that, nothing. And I said those rules are fire and very, very telling. A lot of people can't survive with rules like that, which I honestly, I can survive with rules like that. I don't even get mad at certain rules because I'm always the person that's very competitive. So I try my hardest to like bring a challenge to myself. And I'm not gonna baby or complain about, oh my god, these rules are so hard, because they're not. It's just very demanding. They want you to be better, and a lot of other places are better than around, so they want you to be better than that too. Because what did you go out there? Now you're gonna be prepared for stuff like that. I mean, you could be the next person to win a car. I line up my Kobo Dragoon, very scared of Pegasus Blast, hoping that this thing is not meant. Because if it's not meant, I think Pegasus Blast is not really a problem. I think only the problem of Pegasus Blast could bring me is being meant, which I'm just like, you know what? A warm Pegasus Blast is not too much of an issue. He lost steam right here. I'm actually happy. I was like, thank God he didn't burst me, because that's a big old problem with this Kobo Dragoon. I'm always scared that he's going to burst for some odd reason. I just can't take that. My heart be dropping when that happens. Next up, I try to come back with my Kobo Dragoon again. Relaunch, I sell KO'd. And lucky for me, like I said, they're not doing that rules where you get full punish. And I try to wind up again, go with Kobo Dragoon. Like I said, they are sniping that left side a lot, or that B side a lot. But Kobo Dragoon said, you know what? Let me go straight for the pocket. My God, not launch too hard. Lost a 4-1 Vorzip victory, guys. I am so bad. Here is Silverwolf again against Meteor Dragoon. Silverwolf cannot handle a left spin bag. I think almost any of them could deal with him, or it's just that Kobo and Meteors is built different. I don't know, because you know I don't use El Drago or Dragoon. I'm not ever gonna get it, and I'm still waiting for a a CX Let's Spin type. I'm gonna need that. I need them to hurry up with the leaks because this is getting ridiculous. We have like 20 right spin bays. I know we just got Meteor Dragoon, but that was in like what, December? We're in April. Y'all can't just like give us a tease about a left spin bay. Sheesh. Next up, relaunch. Fortunately, my opponent here, it looks like he's getting new to Beyblade. I don't know. I never met him before. I think I did met him before. I think he is a person I've seen before, but he never played. I think he watches as a spectator for his kid, and I think his kid convinced him to play, which is always cool. It's always nice to see something like that because, I mean, more the merrier, right? Unfortunately here, because of that, I take the spin finish lost. Things happen. I'm hoping here that my Kobo Dragoon could get me back into this game. I'm gonna speed this up for you guys here. Kobo Dragoon is just so weird. I just cannot tell what it's thinking sometimes. I'd be like, you know what? I could deal with this. I could do this. I could just take them out. And then Kobo Dragoon be like, you know what? We into a pocket. I was like, what? What is he going on with this guy? Here I tried again with Impact Drake. Put him back out at first again. Like I said, I don't think there was a single time I did not think of the strategy because there was nothing really warranted that. I think I felt as though every single time that my opponent was going to have their bays, like not at the first one at the shuffle. So I tried to counter that at the same time. Unfortunately there I self-stream. Very annoying. I think at this point I'm out of cut, which is very unfortunate. I think it was like 1-4 when I lost that battle. I was about to say duel. Here, this matchup is very, very fun. A lot of things happen here. Y'all gonna see something really cool. Meteor Dragoon versus another. I think, who is that? Oh, Bahamut Bliss. I think that's his name. I don't know his name. I don't really care for his name. I think Ragnarade is the best one out of all three. So, but here Meteor Dragoon cleans up house. Take the spin finish win. Next up, Impact Drake versus, I think, Meteor Dragoon, which I was very surprised. This is the only other player that was playing it. Unless I wasn't going against people who had it. I don't see Meteor Dragoon as much as I see him in, like, other tournaments. Literally, he's meta, but it's just not where I'm at, or I'm just not seeing him where I'm at. Because people try him at first, and where I was at. And when I tell you, he was just all over the place, but now that he died out very quickly, I think I'm the only one who's still using him and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh boy. Well, I mean, I could take it. I like it because now I don't have to worry about the mirror matches, things like that. I don't have to learn the mirror matches, which is very good for me. Here, I relaunch Kobo Dragoon softly. I think sometimes he don't care how much I launch him. He will just go crazy no matter what. And it's like so scary because either you gotta wait for him to burst by a bay or just, you know, get self-pocketed because that's what he would do a lot. And Kobo Dragoon is just a fantastic bay, but damn, can it get really annoying. You see me there, it's just changing it up and our bays go flying. I flat launch instead of tilt launching, and the result was just two bays flying all over the place. Now that's what Beyblade X is all about. Stuff like that, guys. It's just so fun to watch. I got the 2 points. The judge just called in my favor. And the stream.
Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't catch any deals that day. I'm considering taking him out and putting for Kobo Drake inside the deck. The Impact Drake is good, but I don't think I can master it. I don't think I have the patience level to master it. The liability of him just losing stamina very quickly and me not being able to really good hits off with him is like crazy bad. I don't think I'm really good with knockout, so I think these two just work perfectly for me because they could either win by spin finish or knockout. So that's a thing, and I think I'm just bad at launching, and I have to work on it. Other than that, until I feel as though I'm ready to start using attack type more better, I'm just gonna take this out and use Kobo Drake. I want to find a way I could buy one probably because I think like there's no way you could get it by gacha anymore, and I don't really use the gacha system. But things like that happen. The cookie crumbles. I lost badly today, which is not surprising, but it was very surprising how I lost. This thing beginning to pocket a lot more lately. I might use a new one. I think this one is just way too worn and not too valuable anymore because it's just getting to pockets really, really easily lately. I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah, I still have fun. Well, that's all it is. Just have fun. Of course you're gonna lose. Of course you're gonna win. Things just happen, and I can't control it. Beyblade is skill, but sometimes luck. Well, a lot of times luck come into it. You could be top of your game the whole entire day, and then one thing leads to another. You could just lose right then and there. So take that. Take that with high hopes that you'll do better the next day. But if you like the video, like, subscribe. If you don't like the video, comment a reason why. I think he just needs to come out. I think he's being like too much of a hindrance. And yeah, I just hope I could really win with this deck because I really do want to win with this Chrome deck. I like the character. I like his bays. And I think everything about him is just so cool and fun to use. Alright, that's it for me. I hope to see you guys later.